Hi, hi, yes, can you
Good
hear me?
morning, Mr. Durga. How are you feeling now?
Hi. Feeling not good, okay, but fine, we need to continue, right? So we'll continue for the star schema and close this for the, okay. Yes, can you hear me first? Can you confirm that? Hello, Hari,
Yes,
can you
Mr. Durga.
hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear me? Yes.
yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay, thank you. So we are done with the star schema, right? Sorry, flat schema. So we'll check how this star schema will work, okay, and how we could create this. Just give me a couple of minutes, guys. I'm sharing my screen. Pritam, is your classes started from yesterday?
Yes, sir. My class got started yesterday.
Okay. Yes, can you confirm that my screen is visible for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll create a snowflake schema. Okay. So for that, what we'll do, we need to have a data set. This data set I will upload in your this thing is by the end of the day. Let me go to Excel, and there is something known as star schema. Over here, if you see that there are four tables, right? What are the tables? Customer, date, product, sales, and store. So let's see. In customers table, there are customer ID, first name, last name, city, and country. Date table, you have only few dates, because this is only for 3 dates of data. And products, we have a list of products, product ID, product name, category, and brand. And in sales, we have different sales, and this is connecting to products by product ID, customer by customer ID. Okay, for these two tables, date by date ID. In stores, we have store ID, store name, and country and city. So let's select all. Load the data. Once the loading is done, what will happen, guys? Okay, let me save this. Let me save this, guys. See, you are able to see the five tables over here, right? The data sets that you are able to see over here, guys.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's go to the model. Okay, here it's already created certain models. Okay, let me see. We haven't created any model, right? In the initial thing. Okay, it was created itself. Let me decrease this so you will be able to see. Okay. Just let me know if it is visible.
Yes, sir. This is
Okay. Basing on this, what you could say, guys. Okay, what is the main table over here?
sales.
Yes, sales is the fact table. Okay, that which was connected to all the tables. Okay, this is known as star schema basically. So if you see how many relationship does it exist over here? Store to customer, you have one to many relationship, right? That means from where it is connected. If you want to see, it was connected to city. Okay, But this is not required for us. Okay. Why? Because we are connecting through sales, right? That should be enough. Even these two have an different relationship based on sales. So this is not required. So I could delete this relationship. I just said it. Or you could go to manage relationship. What is it? Store in customers, right?
Store and customer city one.
Store customers. This is the first one. Sales and store ID. Let's make it active. Let's delete this. Okay. Close. So how many relationships we have now? Okay, we need to have a relationship with date and date. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just drag date ID to this date ID. Okay, so if you see, it's automatically created one this thing. What is the relationship that it is created?
8 to
One
1.
to one.
One to
One to one.
one to many, guys. Okay, if you see over here, this is one, this is many relationship. When you see star, this is one to many. All the relationships over here, which was auto detected, this is one to many, one to many, one to many, and all are one directional. If you see, there is a direction over here, right? Direction button.
Yes.
This is saying from here one to many relationship. If you see, there would be another, if you see both double cross, okay. Let me go to properties, okay. Just for you, there is single. If I do both and click OK, see, you have two directional relationships over here. Okay. That means the relationship exists in both ways. And to have these things, the one thing that you need to understand, okay, let me go to transform data and I will let you know. Let me go to, there are few conditions which needs to be satisfied, okay. So for the sales table and store table, what is the common thing that which we have, which is store ID, right? Store ID is the common thing. Okay. Now, if I want to make the relationship, okay, there are couple of conditions. One, there should not be duplicates in both. Okay. If we have duplicates, then it should be having many to many relationship. And if you have any, let's say if the year 402, 403, and we have one more entry, which is nothing, it's like an empty. Okay, if you have any empty or let's say you have underscore 401 or something which is not matching with the store ID in this sales, okay, you can't create a relationship. Okay, so in case of such scenarios, you need to clear the data or you need to remove the cell itself. Okay, either you need to make the changes, okay, using column profiling where you need to remove and make it as an exact store ID, or you need to delete the record. Okay, if you have any blanks or any special characters in between, okay, and in such cases these relationships won't work. It will give an error for you. You may be touting what could be an error. This would be an error due to your data. Okay, and if you are making one to many relationship, you should have only all the records should be unique. You should not have any duplicates if you are making any one to many relationship. Okay, let's say if we have another 401, you can't make one to many relationship over here, guys. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We see on dates how we could create dates. Okay. Hmm. Let's close and apply. Now, if I want to know what is the total sales that happen for each day, how could I get that? Let's create a visualization on top of it. Okay. So I am looking for date, right? So let me take date and sales, total sales. Okay. See, I'm able to get exactly what I'm looking at. Okay. So if I want to know, okay. So you let me know, guys. If I want to know what is the overall sales KPI, how could I create that? Guys, I want to know overall sales KPI. We'll create three charts from this. Come on, guys.
Year-on-year sales.
No, not year on year. Here we have only 3 day sales, right? I'm asking what is the total sales? Total sales I got 68198, right? I want to get overall sales as a KPI.
Slicer.
Slicer. No, we need to take a KPI. This is the KPI card, right? Take a KPI card. Okay, control Z. Let me take a new one. Take a KPI card. In this, take total sales. Okay, total sales should be fine. Okay, sum of total sales. Now, I want to know sales by products. How could I do that? Sales by products. Product ID and total sales. Now, what I'll make, I'll make it as a chart. Let me make it an custard column chart. And okay, now I want profit by sales. How could I get that, guys? Profit by sales for each and every, let's say, store. Come on, guys. How could I get that? So let me take a dual axis chart. Okay. Now what I will do, I will take by store ID, right? So let me take store ID over here and total sales. Okay, I don't have profit over here, right? Okay, what I have. Okay, quantity sold again, it will be too much low. Okay, that's fine. I have only one measure, so okay, that's fine. We have only three units, right? I mean, three store IDs, isn't it? We already seen while we transforming the data, which are 401, 402, 403, and these are the different sales, okay, for basing on store ID. Okay, if you want to make more, let's go to okay. Sorry, my bad. Let me change the visualization because we have a single visualization over here, right? So let me make it as a line chart or an area chart that looks better. Okay. Yeah, this gives a better perspective. Let me take this into focus mode, guys. Okay, and do some detailing over here. Okay, legends we have, slices color. If we want to change, we could make the change. Detail labels. Go to general, title on, tooltip on. That the legend should be at the bottom right. Okay, we'll see what is the difference. Okay, go to back the report. Okay, bottom right doesn't look good. Bottom center will be better. Okay, bottom center looks better, right? And we could also adjust this. Okay, let me increase this. Okay. So if I want to know how many units has been sold, how could I know that, guys? We already have one more thing, right? Which is quantity sold. So let's take a KPI, take quantity sold, and just check whether it is giving count or not. Make it as count. See, count we have only 10. But we need to ensure how the data is looking. So let me go to the data view and check for sales table. See, so here quantity sold represents number of items, right? Guys?
Yes, sir.
So what we need to take? We need to take count or sum to know how much quantity that I have sold.
Some.
Yes. This will be depending on this because we need to check how the data is. Okay. When it would be this thing, if it is a count, if we have only one count, okay, where we are looking into, then it should be a count. Okay. Now here number of quantities is 24. This should be sum. So this is also in KPI. Okay. I want to know how many customers that I got. How could I get that? Number of customers. How could I get this? Number of customers.
Customer ID.
Sorry,
ID.
which ID?
Customer ID.
Customer ID.
Customer ID from customer table or sales table?
Sales table.
It should be from customer table, guys. Okay. Why I will let you know. Just give me a couple of minutes, I will let you know. So here let's make it as count distinct. Okay. We have 8. Let me go show to data view. Okay, let's go to sales customer ID. How many we have in customer ID?
8.
3012 308. Right. Overall 10 rows. Okay. And over there, there are multiple. If you see, it should be have multiple. 305.
3001 is multiple.
Hmm?
3001 is multiple.
Okay. There should be one more. Check it.
3005.
Yeah. Because you will have multiple customer IDs. Okay. But even in the customer IDs, if you take, okay, if you go to customer, see, you have 301 to 308. You could take count and count distinct. Both would be the same. But why we always require to make count distinct? Okay. So whenever you're using a star schema, the base table will have your base records. Okay, that means you won't be having any duplicates. The base thing for using the star schema is to eradicate the duplicates that exist from the flat schema, right? So whenever you're looking at an aggregation level, or if you want to know how many customers, how many employees, directly you need to use the dimension table, but not the fact table. Okay, because even if you have 8 over here, okay, in the customer, in the sales, maybe you will be having only few customers. Okay, let's say you have 1,000 customers in a month. You will be having all the orders from every customer, guys.
Sir.
It won't be possible, right? All the customers can't give you orders for every month, isn't it? So you will be able to identify only number of customers ordered within the month if you have used it from sales table or within particular period. If you want to know total customers, always reach out to your base table or dimension table. Okay. So if you want to know how much sales has done for each and every country, we need a table. How could we create that, guys? Come on, guys.
Country and sales to customer.
Engagement.
Country and sales.
Selecting country from the customer table and
Mm-hmm.
total sales to sales table.
And which one?
So,
Which one, guys? Country has
Store ID. Store ID.
store ID. No, total sales. Okay, here if you see, it gives me something different. Okay, it's showing over here, over here. Okay, let me go to field map for you. So here we have sales over North America, USA. Okay, and some parts of India. So it's always better to take a table. Country and sales. Okay, if I want to know, okay, my store ID and product ID and sales, how could I get that? How could I get two level sales? Okay, this is known as level of details, yes, okay, or granularity. Okay, so here what we are doing from country, let me include one more this thing, that's store ID over here. Okay, control Z. Let me click this and give store ID and make it the store ID just a bit top. Okay, so for each store ID, oh, store ID has a highest granularity. Okay, 401 is in India, 401 is in USA also. Okay. Now if I want to break down to product ID also. Okay, now move the product ID to before country. Okay. This gives a breakdown for each product ID for each store ID. Okay, if you want to know what is the sale. Okay, 89, 89, 89. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 89, 240. Okay. So if you want to know how much sales has been done for the product ID 205 in USA or from store ID 401 is 24.50. So if you want to know the breakdown analysis, so this could be helpful, guys. So here we are breaking up the overall sales, okay, the granularity by store ID, country, and product ID. Okay, this is known as granularity or level of details. Okay, where we are digging overall sales by product ID, later into country, later into store ID. Okay. So this is something like, okay, overall sales by state, by country, and let's say by continent. Okay. So by digging on this, okay, if I want to consolidate, if I remove country and product ID, you will get for each store ID. If I remove store ID, you will get for each country. If you remove country, you will get for each product ID. Okay. This is known as granularity, okay, or level of detail. Are we clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So if I want to know what top customer that contributed to sales, how could I get that? Top three customers who contributed to sales.
Customer
So
ID and
what I will,
sales.
sir, come on,
Customer ID and sales.
customer ID, but I need only top three. That's the condition, right? Let me take a table. It's giving me somewhere else. Customer ID, first name, last name. Why I'm getting only customer ID only once? Yeah, I got wrong. Now go to total sales. Now I want only top three. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll go to filter. Okay. In this basic, instead of, if you see over here, there is top and okay. Basic and advanced we already see, right? But whenever if you want to know top one, top two, or something, there is inbuilt function. Okay. Basically, in case if you want to have in other visualization, it would be a bit difficult. But whenever you have certain level, okay, or if you have top products, top first name, last name, customer ID, you will be having one more filtering which is known as top n. Click on this top n. What you require? Top three by value. Okay, which field you want to check? Which field, guys? Total sales, right? Okay, I given the field value and apply the filter. See, these are the three, right? Even if you see previously, the rest of are less than 99, 89, 89, isn't it? So if you want to compare this, okay, let me just copy this visual. So what's happening is, okay, in this, I will just remove the filtering. That's it.
Sir, we are unable
We
to see your
can't
screen.
able to see your screen, sir.
So enable see my screen. Sorry, guys. Let me
Yes.
share again. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry, my bad. So what I have done is I have just created a copy, guys. Okay, and I am removing the filter. That's it. Okay, go to filter and here there is clear filter, right? Clear the filter. Back to report. Let me drag to the top. Okay. So if you see this, right, top three the same, right? Doe, Brown, Davis, and the rest are all less than the top three. Okay, this is how you could use top and filter. Okay. For any other visualization, you need to make basic other filtering and you need to go for advanced filtering and to make this. But over here, you have a direct option. Okay. Where you could directly give top end. Okay. And let's do one more thing, guys. Okay. So if you want to be in data visualization or a BA developer, what is the one of the best thing that you want? I mean, to make your visualization better, what you need to do? Or first thing, let's say that you have certain this thing, okay, that you got some requirements. So once you got the requirements, what is the first thing that you need to ensure? Hari, Preetam.
No duplicate visuals and no
Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys, I'm unable to hear. Can you speak a bit louder?
making sure that there will be no duplicate values. Not
No
received.
duplicates. Okay. Preetam.
Better representation of data.
Yes. First thing that you need to ensure whether the data is good or not. Okay. So that you need to remove the duplicates, whether in case of any cleaning required. Okay. And later comes your design part. How you design your report. Okay. So if you want to design a report, you need to ensure which chart. Okay, here I am able to say that this table chart would be better. Okay, there could be a bar chart that could be represent better, where the pie chart would be looking better for this visual. So looking at any visualization, okay, or looking at any data set, how could you say that this would be a better one? This chart suits better. How could you identify that, guys? Come on, guys. How could you identify which chart would be better? So let's say what is the best chart to represent the top three? Which one is the better representations?
Pie chart.
Pie chart, perfect. Any other charts? Donut chart,
Yes.
okay. And anything? The other one would be a table, okay. And if I want to overall, okay, if I want to look overall table, what are the best charts?
Column chart.
Sorry,
Column chart.
Partial column.
bar chart, yes, good. Line chart won't be better, guys, okay. This won't look good. The best representative would be matrix chart. Sorry, what is this one? Table, tree. Sorry, guys, tree map. The best representation would be. So if you see over here, basing on the hierarchy, it represents the overall view by ascending order. Okay. From here, I am able to say which one is the biggest, 308, which is the biggest client, and 3004, who is the least one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is how these has been made. Okay, so tree map will be a best option when you want to compare more things. Okay, and without any hassle. For the lesser one, you could use donut chart, pie chart. Okay, those things will be handy. And if you want to make any financial data, bar chart or column chart would be fine. If you want to make time series, what do you mean by time series? Where basing on time, whether year on year or sales, okay, the current sales or financial reporting, okay, period of time, okay, these things line chart and bar chart will do. And if you want to compare two things like sales and profit, sales and quantity, then you can use an dual axis chart. Here you are able to see the dual axis chart, right? These two charts, okay. And if you want to compare between opening price, closing price, these type of area and line chart which have the dual axis will be better one, okay. And if you want to compare, okay, or if you want to compare between two or more measures, okay, two or more measures, while you're looking for the correlation, okay, correlation between sales and profit, okay, or quantity and profit, those things could be done through scatter plot. For minimal comparison distribution, you could use pie chart and donut chart. If you want to know how the sales spreaded, okay, for the global view, you could use both the maps basing on your requirements. Okay, this is one is just gives a dots. The other one will be a filled map where you could ensure the coloring across your visualization. Okay, KPIs are more required, guys. Whenever you are using a KPI, that means you are showing that this is particular item that needs to be focused by the business. Okay, that means overall sales or overall male employees, overall female employees, total number of holidays. Okay, number of holidays to be taken. Okay. These things which you need to ensure at the micromanagement productive level. Okay, those are mostly shown as KPIs. Okay, and if you want to show, this is a multi-row card where you could show multiple records just like in KPI. Here you could get single, here you will get multiple. And over here, this is a KPI where you could check with last year comparison. Okay, what is the last year sales? What is the current year sales? And what is the difference? Whether it is increased or decreased by a sign. Okay, and slicer you already knew, right? Guys, you remember slicer?
Yes.
Table is a normal table. Matrix is matrix where you could see on x-axis and y-axis. Where if you say, let's see, if you have a matrix relationship, okay, then you could use this matrix, okay, where you will have one side of 401. Let's say here, if I want to use matrix, let me click on this, okay, and first remove country because you need to have only two, then it looks good, guys. Let's go for matrix. See, if I go to matrix, it will show for each store ID and for each column. Okay, sorry, for each product ID. Okay, this is how a matrix works. And this looks better whenever you have a matrix type of situation like your product ID and this thing. If you want to see 203 sales for 401, okay, this is 1199. Okay, for 205 from 402, it's 49. Okay, matrix gives a better insights rather than table whenever you have multiple dimensions linked to it. Okay, this is Q and okay. Let me show you Q and A. Okay, for this is an A. This thing is okay here. Let me increase this. Are you able to see, guys? Because this will be bit this thing. Guys, are you able to see this? What is the maximum quantity sold? Okay, what is the count of stores? How many count of stores we have, guys?
Three.
Three. 401, 402, 403. Only three, right?
Three only.
Store ID 3. That means number of stores 3. So if you want anything, you don't require any visualization also. You could just type total sales. Got the same answer? Now sales by country. See, you got the same this thing. Let me give total sales. You need to give the prompt correctly, guys. Okay. So you give the total sales overall. Now total sales by store. So you got by store. We have 3 stores. Okay. Product ID. You don't require anything else. It will automatically populate whatever the things that you require with a better visualization. This is the Q&A or and this is more advancing due to Copilot. Okay. So you don't require most. You just require to give the only your this thing, and it automatically gives us whatever we require. Okay. This is how they are using AI inside your visualizations. But there will be more manual work, guys. Okay. This is just a normal representation. Okay. You could just go over here, export the data. Okay. And anything that you required over here will be this is populated by AI. So most of the visualization appealing things that you need to ensure. Any if you want to highlight the things or here we don't have any headers, all these things need to be manually given from our format. Okay. Any questions, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, and are we clear?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see tomorrow how we could create a dashboard and publish into our publishing layer. Okay. And we'll also see a couple of things which relating to uh, DB report and PBA. Sorry, PBA report and PB dashboard. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Then
Okay, sir. Thank you.
let's meet tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Pritam. Thanks, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.